Welcome back to another episode of Stop Watering Dead Flowers. Now, it pains me to say that unfortunately I have to start this week's episode off with an apology that apparently due to some sort of technical issue that I have no way of explaining or understanding because I'm not technically minded whatsoever, the audio files have not been saved properly or have not recorded properly. Whatever happened, it means that the audio quality will not be as high as normal on this episode. It's purely the audio that was picked up from the cameras recording rather than the microphones. If that makes sense to you, wonderful. Please don't let it distract you from what is a wonderful episode with the brilliant Elaine Malcomson, but sorry for the drop in standards of what is now a highly commended podcast. Thank goodness they gave us that before this episode came out. And thanks for sticking with us. Enjoy. This week's episode is brought to you by Derek Gerard Photography. Derek has been a professional for over 20 years and covers everything from weddings, corporate shoots, meet and greets and VIP events. He was also one of the club photographers at Dundee Football Club for 13 years. Derek will travel all over Scotland and beyond to capture your smiles, and as a wee thank you to listeners of this show, he'll give you a 20% discount when booking. All you have to do is get in touch via his Facebook page, Derek Gerard Photography, and mention the code CF26. Now, this could save you something like £300 from the cost of your wedding photography, for example. He's a great guy. He's photographed some of my shows in the past, some of the events I've done. I've met the guy. He's a legitimately brilliant photographer and a lovely gentleman, and we thank him very much for sponsoring the show. Thank you. Stop watering dead flowers. Welcome back. Welcome back to another episode of Stop Watering Dead Flowers with me, your host Chris Forbes, in association with the Stand Comedy Club. Why not start yet another episode with a plug for the Fringe Comedy Festival in Edinburgh, live show of the podcast. It's Thursday the 20th of August at the world famous Edinburgh Fringe Festival. Can you believe it? Get yourselves along in August. We're going to have guests from all around the world. I don't know who we're going to have. We're going to have some of the best guests you could ever imagine. It's going to be great. We'll see you there. Actually, because the editors also told me to mention this more often, we do have a Patreon for the show, a little reminder. And not only do you get each episode a week earlier than everyone else, that's just like common as muck listening weekly. You get bonus content. So if you've been a fan of this show and you've really liked each episode, there's actually more to every episode that we've put out. There's a bonus story from every single guest. Speaking of guests, we're delighted to say that this week in the garden we have not only one of my favourite comics to watch and listen to, one of my favourite people.
Oh, shut up.
It's Elaine Malcomson, everybody.
Here I am.
Welcome, Elaine.
With
How
one
are
of
you?
my favourite people also.
Yeah. How are you?
I'm alright, how are you?
Not too bad, and I enjoyed that before we started recording we had a good chat about our desire and passion for vegetable growing.
Vegetable growing and how they're not growing.
That's it, it's very slow.
And I'm sure there's a tie-in to the title.
Stop watering dead flowers, for sure.
Please water
And
living flowers.
I think maybe we could judge it by the listening audience of this show that would people tune in for purely a vegetable growing podcast? Because we're considering it.
Yeah, we're going to make that happen.
Yep.
Needs a pun.
A pun on vegetables, comic, podcast. Pod, must be something to do with pods. We'll think of one. If we can't get a name, it's not going to happen, people.
That's where the best ideas come from.
2 peas in a pod, cast.
2 peas in a podcast. I'd only work if we were both we would call it Paul and Pauline. 2 peas in a podcast.
So all we have to do is change our names.
Make it.
Maybe I could just be Christopher Forbes. That's really not going to work out well, is it? Oh, I didn't think that through before I said it.
But I'm going to make that stick.
Oh, Christopher. I could have went with Porbs.
It's going to start texting people now.
Porbs is, if anything, sounds worse or something.
Porbs.
Got a bad case of Porbs.
Porbs. He's getting his Porbs removed.
Porbs and Pauline.
Yeah.
Anyway.
There we are. I'm going to park that idea.
Yeah, I think, it needs work.
It needs work. A pun. Better pun.
Elaine,
Yes.
as way of an introduction, you've been one of the best comics kind of on the scene for, a long time. As long as I've been around, you've been around.
We've been around.
And you're held in high regard.
Am I?
Great comic, great writer, great performer, a unique style, deadpan.
Too many compliments, Chris, can't take it.
That's what happens at the start of podcasts.
Yeah.
If you ever want a morale boost, be a guest on a podcast.
Okay.
But no, it's true, and do you think everything that you've done within the comedy world has all stemmed from stand-up, though? That's the kind of the main thing.
Yeah.
Or did you like to write before that in general?
I think I fiddled about with writing a bit when I was at school, writing silly wee things, like school magazines and stuff. And then sort of didn't do that for a while. And then, you did Viv's class? No?
I didn't. Viv G.
Yeah.
Shout out to Viv G.
Shout out to Viv.
Who has birthed, metaphorically, 80 to 90% of all comedians.
Absolutely, yeah. So I did her class because I was working at Strathclyde at the time, and they were all into like investing in people, and you had to be like, oh, you should do anything.
Investing in people.
Investing in people, what nonsense. And they were encouraging us to do evening classes and stuff, and I was free.
Yeah.
Stand-up comedy was on, so I did the class.
You were free.
I'm here because I was free on a Tuesday.
Here's that's why you're here today as well. You're free on a Monday.
Yeah.
Here's a question I've never asked you, just in real life. As if this isn't real life, but
it's real life.
It feels odd. I always think talking to someone you know quite well on a podcast. But I've never asked you this because it's probably a rubbish question. Yeah. You've obviously got quite a deadpan stage persona, and the stuff you deliver, and it's very wry. And I was thinking about asking you if you had ever, when you start out in comedy, sometimes you try different things. Was that always your style, or did you ever think, maybe I'll go on and be like a wacky comic and tried like a different type of delivery at all? Or I guess you're inclined to go with where you are naturally and then heighten it a bit. But I wondered if you'd ever not been deadpan.
I think when I'm like hosting them, it's deadpan.
Is it a conscious choice? I think when you start out, you feel like this suits the style.
I think it's a semi-conscious choice in that I used to be more deadpan.
Yeah.
And I'm less deadpan now.
Yeah.
Definitely when I started, I was like stand still, like microphone in the stand.
Yeah. Just don't say anything.
The space, big long silences, nice and difficult for the audience. And then I kind of eased up on that.
Right. Yeah.
But I think what's good about deadpan is you never have to look like you're enjoying yourself.
God.
So if you're absolutely down on your hole,
it's part of it.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Whereas if you're like, hey, and there's silence, that's hard.
Yeah, let me tell you, it's hard. It's hard down there in Kilwinning, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Wow.
We've all been there.
That's such a good thing to point out. I've never thought about how awful it is dying when you're pretending that you're still having a good time.
A good time, yeah.
It's awful.
So just look like you can't be arsed.
Because I think at one point when I was starting out, I tried to do the opposite of, I thought, maybe I could be like a deadpan joke kind of guy.
Yeah.
I can't write good jokes.
I
rely heavily on just being like, hey, all that type of stuff you just said. And it wasn't great. I think because then I thought some people tie in being deadpan to also having like dark comedy.
Aye, yeah.
And I think I tried to I'm going to be a dark, edgy comic. And I did it like just one-liners, and I was being like really straight-laced. Sean's like, no, you didn't. I really tried it. And I remember it was at the Ivory in Southside where Graham used to run gigs, and Susan Cameron, she was there, and I always remember I came off after trying to be this dark one-liner deadpan comic, and she actually went, well done for doing about 90% of material that will make the audience hate you. So,
there you go. Always,
thank you. She was always very supportive. Yeah.
I think that you're the happy medium of that, and because of your sort of not cheeky chappy, but warm, like endearing, like stage presence, you can flip in quite dark stuff. You know, because you've got that stuff. I don't know if you're still doing it. Last time I saw you, you were doing stuff about you being an old dad.
Oh yeah,
that stuff. That's quite dark.
Yeah, that would probably work. Sean's like, wait, I maybe did go a bit too dark the other night actually. Well, that's nice to know.
Yeah, so I think you know.
Nice to know I'm not just a buffoon.
Yeah, you're not a
that I see
buffoon.
myself as.
Definitely. Well, you used to do
we're having
that.
a nice time.
We're having a nice time. Sean, just wait. Do you want to just go and come back? You used to do that stuff about weapons. Do you remember you used to do this stuff?
Yeah, BAE systems.
Pretty dark.
That's right. Wow, who am I?
I know.
Maybe I still haven't found my voice.
Maybe you're an edgy edgelord and you don't even...
I should have been on the Manosphere documentary.
Chris Forbes in the Manosphere.
I don't care. I'll say anything.
Yeah.
Looking at this podcast in particular now, and when you realised...
Back it up.
Let's back it up. When you looked at the format and you realised what it's about, what was your initial gut reaction? Did you think, yeah, I've got a lot of stuff built up in my head here in the memory bank of misery, or are you quite good at letting things go? And
well, it was a journey I went on, Chris, because initially I did think, you know, I'd churn things over and over my head, like conversations, gigs, whatever. I was like, oh, this will be easy. I'm embarrassed about everything, so that'll be fine. And then I don't know if it must be getting older. You either like just let go of stuff and you don't care as much, or you forget.
That helps. Yeah. If you just clean
definitely forget stuff, and it's even like things that I'm really, you know, churning around my head, but I've taken the details out.
Right.
Yeah. Like it's sort of mental clear out.
That's quite good. Kind of delete the cookies and your brain's trying to help you.
Trying to help.
Going, like, you don't need this.
Yeah. But I felt quite good after that, because it was nice. I'm a bit of a worrier. But I'm obviously worrying less than I thought I was.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Wow. How bad was it then? If you're like, I think I've got a lot, but not as many as I thought.
Feel great now. Just constantly.
But then even in the very act of reminiscing about some, there was probably ones you're like, oh yeah, that was a thing that used to always pop up.
Yeah. So not so bad now, I think. So probably just end the...
That's it. Thank you for coming on. And we've all learnt a valuable lesson here today. Yeah. Get old and just forget the things.
Just get old and
forget. Let's delve back into some that we can just... We'll pull them back out of you.
Okay.
We'll inception you. We'll go in and we'll find those bizarre... I don't know the plot of Inception, but I realise it's something internal in the mind. Let's start with the childhood.
Right.
Traditionally, that's what we do. What came to mind for you there? Was there anything that you were like, well, actually, yeah.
So I went childhoody, and then that seemed to go a wee bit dark.
Hello. Right on trend for a couple of dark comics like us.
Edgy edgelords. But then I ended up at like a 17, 18-year-old, so late childhood.
Yeah, we're all big kids now.
We're all big kids. I don't know, I'm sure we've talked about it before. I used to work on funfair games when I was like my last... Oh no, we haven't.
I do not know this about you. This is why I love this show.
It's good secrets.
Did you?
Secret past. That was like my weekend and summer job.
No way.
For 2-ish years.
In different places or always at the same fair?
All over Ireland.
Oh my days.
What a time it was.
That's incredible.
And so, you know, like darts and, you know.
Was it? Did you have set? Were you on set stalls, or was it different ones depending where you went?
Got moved around.
Right.
So knocking things over, darts.
Darts and the cards and stuff.
Yeah.
I was just at the Kilmacombe Agricultural Show, shout out, and they had a bunch of the stalls and games and fairs and.
We
was
did
Lily's kind of first.
We did an agricultural show together in Scotland.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
God, it's like this was always meant to be.
It was meant to be.
You had grown a large marrow.
There was a large marrow.
Amongst other things.
Well, let's not do spoilers, because it's
Still watch it.
Is it on? I don't know. I'll probably come back eventually. What are we talking about? Darts. All over Ireland, this guy, Brendan, owned the company.
Right.
And we'd go around. He is a very clever man. He used to own like a 50p shop.
Wow.
So like predating pounding.
Wow. Yeah.
Kind of, I feel like he invented that genre.
I feel very ignorant that I didn't know that there was a 50p shop for the Poundland pound stretchers.
So he owned that, and then he had a big trip to the States, and he went around like fairs in the States and stuff, and realised that there's like money to be made from funfair games, and so he set up this company. And so it was different to, you know, when you usually go to a fair and it's all just a big fix.
Yeah.
So they were a fix, but people would win stuff, but he'd worked out all the stats. You know, the probability of people winning and what size.
He's kind of moneyballed it for sports fans.
Yeah. So he did that, but he also owned, you know,
the grabbers.
The grabbers.
Lily's favourite thing right now is.
Oh really?
Always lose gambling. Yeah, she loves that and the horses.
That. Okay.
Yeah,
good.
She likes a grabber.
I think she'd be better sticking with the horses. So the grabbers in like shopping centres and stuff. So it was the time, you know, it's everybody's 18th birthday. So basically, the short version is I bought all my friends for the 18th birthday a Seconda watch.
Wow.
But it was a fake Seconda watch from the grabbers that cost me £1 because he used to just take it for £1. And then I left Ireland and moved to Glasgow.
Wow.
And so now I fear that there's a lot of people that got broken watches and just known for being this cow.
Wow.
People fake watches and then left the country.
Incredible. I hope this is the story we use as a clip and they're like, that was
that cow.
She was it.
Yeah.
I knew there wasn't 13 hours in a day. Why is my watch like this?
Yes.
What? But I mean, quite clever for you to think, I could just use this as a game, you know.
Exactly, yeah.
That's still a nice thing to get.
It was like everybody.
And because when there's a spate of 18s and stuff like that, there's too much to do.
And you have to think, what do you get?
That's great.
And so I imagine I look pretty flash for a very short period of time.
Watch for you. Watch for everybody.
Yeah.
Like an Ellen DeGeneres kind of like, you car for you, you car for you.
Watches all around.
Is that what she did? Maybe I got that wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the Late Show.
Right.
Toy show.
So.
One for everybody in the audience.
Are you still in touch with any of the people that you gave a fake watch?
No, I am not.
The friendships were as fake as the watches.
Yeah, it's all gone.
It's all
gone.
And I'll never go back.
Can't go back. Oh, it's such a bad reputation and had to leave town.
Did you used to even wear one of them yourself?
No,
to be like...
No.
That's incredible. It's a cool and unique job to have done and experiencing that.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
We travel around. It was before the days of health and safety.
Right, I'd imagine.
So we used to be in the back of the lorry. Right. Or, you know, the sleeper cab at the top of the lorry, we'd be up there while driving to Cork. So it was a bit mad. There's a lot of booze taken in little towns and stuff. It was also the time of foot and mouth.
Oh wow.
And there was a border issue at that time with foot and mouth, so the guards used to stop the lorries and search the lorries, and it would just be like me and a colleague, and like 50 Winnie the Poohs.
What a great image.
Yeah.
Wow. Hey, speaking of borders as well, we didn't mention as well that you were, as much as we did the Scottish scenes as well, you were involved in the Irish kind of equivalent.
The equivalent, yeah.
How was that? As a quick aside, because
As a quick aside,
that was that called Soft Border?
Soft Border Patrol. That was so much fun.
Yeah.
But you know what it's like Scot Squad is just like trying to make each other laugh. And it's, you know, low budget nonsense. Like most of it was filmed in laybys.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I loved it. I was always with the same two guys. And my thing was, I suppose I was like Dan Connell's equivalent, because I was the annoying one that would come up and piss, so I would run up to the car and bang on the window and then just talk absolute mince. So it was great. I loved it. We only did three seasons of that though, but it was good.
It's brilliant. Multi-talented.
Multi-talented. Good at talking mince.
That's basically all we're doing all the time.
All the time. Just keep pumping out mints.
That's a strong story to start. The fake watches. Let's move forward now.
Yeah.
We'll go career, if you've got a career one. And are you someone that got into comedy quite soon after that, or did that take a while? Are you someone that had loads of different jobs before you ended up in a job you were kind of comfortable in? What was your kind of work dynamic as you came through the...
So I had a proper job when I started doing comedy. Right. So I was in charge of science and engineering recruitment at Strathclyde.
Wow.
So I used to travel about a lot, giving talks in schools and stuff. So when I started doing comedy, it was fine for a little while, but it was too much because the late evenings and everything was just too much. So then I left there. This just feels like a careers chat. No, it doesn't. I'm going too deep.
I'll ask you this though.
Right.
See, because you had to go into schools and do like chat, do you remember any of like the key lines or things that you had to leave them with?
Oh.
Because I worked in TIE, theatre and education, which for anyone that doesn't know what that is, it's a job that you have to do and you want to kill yourself at the end of every day. That's too dark, I suppose. It's when you go into schools and you're like the cliche groups that do like a show for the kids, and it's about what they should be doing or staying away from drugs and stuff. And I do remember one of the thing that was just awful. We had to do a rap, so it's really as bad as you can imagine.
Yeah, no, I didn't have to.
There's three of us coming out, we'd all take lines, and it was like the first thing they saw was...
take lines? Not sure if that was an impression to be given to the youngsters, but you do you.
The rap that I remember is, I thought that when I left school, that would be me. I'm done, I'm gone, I'm totally free to do what I want, to do as I please, to make lots of money and eat lots of cheese. And that was supposed to be like the funny line.
Wow.
Because it was like, cheese? And everyone was like, what? You guys are crazy.
Yeah.
It was awful.
What age group was that for, Chris?
Yeah, 17, 18.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be for like early leavers, so people leaving after fourth year. I mean, yeah. It's prime age to be sitting there going, you fucking idiots.
Yeah. I mean, at least you had a shtick.
Yeah.
Do you know? I just had slides.
Slides?
With pictures of sciencey things.
You
used to have the old Coldplay album cover because it was all in a special code.
Right. Because they had the...
And that's how I sold maths to children.
Pretty good. Pretty good. You were down with the kids.
Down with the kids. I also had a prosthetic leg that I used to carry about.
What?
I think I used to do a joke about it on stage. I can't remember. I had a prosthetic leg because we did prosthetics and orthotics, and they gave me a leg.
You want to work with more of these?
But it was the worst leg.
Right.
Like,
hairy. We're talking. A hairy mannequin leg.
You know, like they're quite advanced. Like prosthetics are quite advanced. This one was like a guy's spare leg for swimming.
The foot's a flipper. What?
I've still got it in the house.
For those lonely nights.
It had a lockable, so the ankle you could lock it up a little bit like a flipper. Yeah, and it was all he'd had it all tattooed.
Oh wow!
And like yin and yang.
Kind of classic. Cringy tattoos.
Yeah, I was like.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't, which is pretty bloody cool to find out, and very naive of me, but I didn't even think of people getting like tattoos on prosthetic legs, but that's pretty cool to think.
Yeah.
What a moment of thought there.
Wow.
I thought that was pretty nice.
Nice. Something to think about.
So, you had probably a lot of different types of jobs, varied. When you were picking out a career story, did it come from the world of comedy?
Yes.
That's often the case.
There are many things to dwell on.
All the time.
What I will say about this is you are involved, I know, and I'm a bit like, maybe Chris has erased this completely from his memory. So if I start and you're like, no, it's not.
I mean, even recently we did one that wasn't great, but that wasn't even in the top 10 of actual bad gigs.
Yeah, I was back there. This was, I've taken out details for my own sanity.
God, I already feel nervous myself now, knowing that I'm in.
It's tense. That's a
Were
good
you
bit.
co-winning together?
No. I don't think so.
Okay.
This is good tension building after. So I can't remember the year. Do you remember filming a pilot for a hidden camera?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Oh my
Had
God.
you forgotten about it until this point?
I had tried to.
Yeah.
I really had. There's so many elements of that.
I know, there's so many things
bad.
that make me feel sick about it.
Oh my days. I've just remembered one as well from that experience.
So bad.
Oh my God.
It was sold to me as you're going to play a security guard and it's going to be like improv-y.
Yeah.
So I was like, it'll be software controlled Scotty kind of thing.
Oh no.
Oh no. But it was members of the public.
Yeah.
The actual, like
a proper prank kind of show.
Yeah.
But some of the things were a bit cruel.
Cruel. So my bit was, it was two other newer comics. I can't even remember who they were because I think we agreed never to speak about it again. So if you're still out there, lads, maybe we should have therapy. We were dressed as security guards in Mugdock Country Park.
Mugdock.
With hidden cameras. I had like just a basic mic stuffed down the back of my breeks to pull out for the big reveal. But the setup was that we were searching people at the entrance to the West Highland Way to look for like counterfeit goods.
That's right.
Or things that might harm the wildlife.
That's right.
And we had like a beep, 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 beep metal detector and everything. I actually felt like people, it wasn't fair.
No.
It wasn't fair. These people were like just on their holidays.
Do you know what's funny?
Having a hike. And I was like, I'll stop you there. I'm coming to search you.
I remember seeing them, like seeing everyone else's bits of it. That one was the most believable, which is probably why it was almost the most cruel because people were like, what?
They were worried.
Like, I can't believe it.
We were taking stuff off.
And like their drinks and stuff, like what's in the thermos and stuff
and we were
like
going,
that.
Oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't know. I didn't know I wasn't allowed to take a biscuit on the West Highland. Like, but you know, it's the squirrels. Like, what? And then I'd pull out the microphone and go, oh, there's cameras, and then they'd be absolutely raging.
Yeah, I want my biscuit back.
Yeah.
The minute you said that, and I hadn't thought about it for ages, one of mine was to be a priest. I had the dog collar on. And honestly, the minute I started that, I realised that people that do prank stuff, and there's loads of like online prankers, you have to be of a certain disposition, I think. I think if you have any sense of actual decency or kindness, you can't do it. Because you have to not care if you have annoyed someone or upset them. But I had to keep going on. I was supposed to be like the dirty vicar type of thing. But when we were doing it, it really wasn't that busy. So anytime someone came, they'd be sitting in their van, this tiny production team, to be like, right, there's someone coming, go up to them. And it was just a wee old woman, you know, and she was walking with her daughter who was a bit behind, and I started chatting to her, and the woman was just lovely, and she was just really delighted to be chatting to this nice man. I was like, I'm new in the area, I'm new in the parish, I'm trying to get to know. And the whole thing was I was supposed to be asking about where the dogging areas were, and does she know? And she was like, well, I know some people like to park. So I was just like, no, I just think people like to park, you know, as if she really didn't know, and was just people. And the daughter started to clock that something was not right. And I felt more and more uncomfortable, and you know, I was trying to keep it going because you're feeling the pressure of like, I'm supposed to be doing this bit, and afterwards, and I'm supposed to be like revealing it, and then someone runs out with a form to be like, do you mind if we use that? And the daughter was like, that is disgusting what you guys have done, and that is completely wrong. And I felt so awful. I'm like, I want to go like, this is not me. I'm not a dogger, not a dogging priest. I love the elderly, not in that way. And it was just some of the stuff. And I mean, I also had to do another set of scenes
in a bar,
with Leo Kerrs.
Right.
Take of that what you will. And it was awful. It was truly awful.
It's bad. Plus, we were in Mugdale Park and
Beast Hunters. Sorry, that's what that was called as well.
Oh my
Me
God.
and him were beast hunters. God, I feel like the whole episode could just be dedicated to the stuff we had to do in that show.
Yeah.
That never saw the light of day. Thankfully, I don't think. Or did the pilot? Did some of it go out?
I don't think it went out, but there was definitely a full pilot, non-broadcast pilot.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was called.
I remember the production name and the guy,
Yeah.
and because he's done other stuff, but I don't want to sully his name.
No.
He was just trying stuff.
He was trying. Yeah, we had all the midgies as well.
Oh yeah.
And because we had these like security baseball caps. When I took mine off at the end of the day, I'd just been
you see the lines, they'd love to go right at that
I had
bit.
just this rectangle of bites on my head, and that's what I had to show for this terrible day of feeling guilty and sick all day. I don't know him.
It was the best £50 we ever made.
Yeah.
I mean, don't let them tell you TV isn't glamorous at least.
Oh no, that was great.
I'm
sorry to have brought that memory back.
I'm remembering more and more. There was another one he made me do where I had to be like one of those guys. It was like I went to a cafe. It was a chip shop that had a cafe. We tried it in a couple of places, but it was just awkward. Where I was like, do you mind if I sit and take my laptop out and do some work? And then doing that thing of like pulling out a huge set of extension cables and plugging in my phone and a laptop and an iPad and a thing. And then I do a business call and I'm like doing it really loud in the cafe, and I take my socks and shoes off and I've got them up on the table, and it was just like, just awful. I just felt terrible.
I do feel quite sick. Yeah. I feel bad that I can't remember the two lads I was with, but...
No, I remember an actress, Kirsty Strain, was doing it. She was playing an American tourist down at Loch Lomond as well, saying stuff.
Yeah.
But there was a few others roped in.
Bad times. Bad times.
The stuff you do. Let's move away from it.
Let's jog on.
Let's let that go right away again. Wow. That was bad.
You're going to have flashbacks, actually, about that, because I'm going to go home and look up the name.
Yeah. It will be something horrible.
There's a reason why they don't exist, those shows on actual TV.
Listen, Don Jolly, that was it. And then it was ruined for everything and everyone. Let's move on.
And those terrible times.
How do you feel about delving straight into a relationship one?
Yeah, now this one might be a wee bit dark, but it's fun. You have to get over the darkness to see the fun.
I'm ready.
Okay.
After that horrible trip down.
Yeah, you're not involved in this one, so you can.
Imagine that. This is what makes this one bad again.
Yeah, it's you. It's all Forbes. So my mum was in a care home for a good while, and the thing about care homes is the people in them are overworked,
Yeah,
underpaid,
certainly.
probably stressed out. It's a job I could never ever do. And so when you would phone up to speak to your mum, and I should say most people in the home had dementia. Should have clarified that at the start, otherwise it doesn't make sense. The overworked, underpaid staff would surprisingly often give the phone to the wrong person. And I'd just go with it.
Oh my God.
Because what do you do?
Yeah.
What do you do? So I feel like I essentially compared.
Oh wow, yeah. Just chatting to all the people.
Yeah. And most of them didn't know.
Yeah. And they'd have been delighted.
Delighted, just the chat. And sometimes one would drop the phone and another person would pick the phone up. And I'd be like, this is actually relatively stress-free for me. I can't make a mistake here.
Feel like you're doing a good deed.
I felt sort of like I was doing a good deed, but also a bit that I wasn't really helping.
But maybe like you're like, if they keep passing the phone, maybe eventually my mum will.
Yeah, I did, and I have talked about this on stage. Once when she was in hospital, I phoned, and I could hear them passing the phone over to the wrong person, and they're like, there you go, Jean, that's your daughter on the phone. And she's going, no, my daughter's dead. And they're like, yes, dear, yes, dear.
Oh, no.
And I was like, hiya.
Oh, wow.
No.
So they're so used to them maybe saying the wrong thing, but they're just like, no, we know.
Dear, there you go. That's your daughter.
My daughter's
I was like, I'm really sorry, you can just hang up. And she's like, yeah, I'm just going to hang up. So I didn't play that one out. But,
oh, wow.
Yeah.
That. And I imagine that happened quite often.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. So I could feel a little bit guilty about it, but also,
no.
Where's the harm?
Exactly. The people that should feel guilty are the other daughters that weren't phoning up.
That weren't phoning.
You know, you were doing the job of everyone.
Doing the chat. Learned a lot about the royals.
That's
It's the top.
A lot of Diana chat.
Yeah.
Still.
Yeah.
That's reminded me of a shout out to Gareth Waugh, who was on the show, and he used to work as a response handler to elderly people that have the little response cords.
Yeah.
Usually it was for if they fell over, if there was an, and he said quite often they did just pull it to be like, oh, just checking it was working, but then like to have a nice chat.
Yeah.
So I think he's done a beautiful thing.
Okay.
To chat there.
Don't feel guilty about that one.
I mean, certainly if you had imitated the woman's dead daughter,
that would have been the
wrong thing. That would have been on the Frank show that we did.
That was the same.
That.
Yeah, keep going. Yeah, that would have been the same tone as the pranks. But yeah, I did feel a bit like comparing, like,
you know, that should be. I mean, it's because there's people that do go into care homes to do like bits of chats. I feel like that could be a nice thing. And people, they love being on the phone.
Yeah.
They casting the whole.
All of them.
I think everyone in my kind of mum's generation, they love a phone call.
Love the phone, yeah.
So that was lovely.
Yeah.
That's a good news story.
Actually, that one's.
It feels like this kind of thing that would come up on one of those Instagram things. Like, isn't this the kind of thing that makes you know that the's still human beings out
there? Maybe that was penance for the Candid Camera show.
What's that called? We'll find out.
Yeah. Ooh.
These are great. We've got a mixture of kind of severely traumatising, but then also uplifting.
Good.
Is there
ended up uplifting.
Is there any others that you just had in mind that you'd quite like to cast aside again today?
Well, let's ride the roller coaster.
Okay.
Because we've done uplifting.
Yes.
And this one, it's not all my fault.
Your Honour.
Your Honour. I was working as a dishwasher.
Okay.
Just a little part-time over Christmas job in a hotel. And we've seen people at Christmas in this job. You see people at Christmas. They're not people. No.
Animals.
So no one's really interested in this Christmas dinner that has been put before them. So there was a lot of waste. Going in a bucket and then in a bin. So we're animal lovers.
Big time.
Big time. So I would save a lot of turkey and ham for the hotel owner's dog.
Brilliant.
Give it to Brandy. And the dog got diabetes and died.
That was a quick one there.
Yeah. I didn't feel it was necessary to drag that out.
Build up to maybe got a bit sick. He ate too much and threw up, but wow.
Yeah.
Diabetes is dead.
And as I said, I don't think it was completely me. But I'd say I certainly
all the waste
didn't help.
Did the dog owner, the guy that did they ever find out that this was probably what was going on, that you were overfeeding the dog?
I would guess they knew that I was feeding Brandy, but
you just gave him a fake watch and left the country.
Yeah.
Oh, Brandy! What a lovely name for a dog as well.
Big lab.
What kind of dog was it?
A golden.
Oh, good. Yeah. That's. Do you know we had? This is such a random thing to remember as well, but just as an aside, we once caught a mole.
Yeah.
In our garden. Oh, rural life. And my brother, we kept giving it worms.
Ooh.
And overfed it and it died.
Yeah.
And it was less than 24 hours.
Too much love will kill you.
We were so excited by this mole.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can overfeed a mole, but it felt like that's what probably did it. It might have been the fact that we tried to keep it in a bucket.
Yeah, I was going to say the mole's probably not in the best form if it's above ground.
Yes, with two young boys.
It's
oh!
Not living its best life.
Wild times, though.
Wild times. Animals.
I feel like people have overfed. People used to overfeed fish a lot. I think that was a common thing to hear about.
There was a guy in my year at school had a fish, and it was something ridiculous, like 15 years old, like one goldfish.
Right.
And I'd say it was like the size of a trout. Like it was. And then someone said, do they grow to fill their surroundings? Like if you put a goldfish, I don't know.
It would just start to fill the whole tank.
Can you fact check? But this one, I'd say it was like a foot-long goldfish.
Wow. Do you know what just came into my head as well? For anyone that hasn't listened to it and you want to hear more about overfeeding goldfish, Mark Nelson, maybe that's what was in my head. He had a goldfish. One of his stories he told was about a goldfish, and it exploded in his words because he fed it too much. What's going on there?
We had one jumped out of the bowl. My mum stood on it, but it didn't get a chance to get overfed with it.
Oh wow!
Suicidal goldfish.
Poor Brandy then. R.I.P.
Yeah. I don't know if that was maybe too dark.
No. That is the kind of thing though that would stick in your head, and that's what we want to hear. Yeah, it does stick in my head.
And
maybe he had under riding issues. The pancreas was not to scratch.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah.
I think we've covered the full gambit.
Gambits.
If you have any others, I don't know. I think we've covered them all.
I I was gonna, if you didn't want to talk about the horror of the Hidden Camera show, I had a wee one about I'm really bad when I meet famous.
Oh, brilliant. I love these type of stories.
So there's been a few times where I've been like physically pulled away so I don't embarrass myself.
Stop.
We were at a wedding and Emily Sandé,
Oh, the singer.
the singer, was singing, and she was singing a love song.
Right.
And I decided that I needed to tell Emily Sandé how lucky she was to get to sing at a wedding. But what I was trying to say was, isn't it really nice
Yeah.
that you got to sing this song
Right.
about love at your friend's wedding?
And
But no matter how I tried to say it, was to basically tell Emily Sandé that she was really lucky to sing at a wedding. So that
well done, Emily.
well done, Emily
How
Sandé.
lucky are you?
Another very awkward one. I'll not name the comedian.
We'll put the real name of the comedian in the Patreon for
Yes.
£3 a month.
Let's do
What's
that. Yeah. Who I'd admired a lot growing up. They'd been on admired.
Not anymore.
Oh, that was a big slip. They'd been on the telly. I'd never met them before. I got to do a gig with them. So I was, oh, it's so good to meet you. I remember you did this TV show, and I was like quoting their material to them,
Right.
and they were going, oh, that was years ago. I better not do that tonight. And then like looking in their notebook, I was like, oh, and then it was during the Fringe, and they gave me tickets for their show.
Right.
And then they went on, and then I was going on after them. So they went on, and while they were on stage, I realised that it clashed with another gig I had. So they came off stage, and I just went, give them the tickets back. And just went on stage, but without the
Explaining
time
that,
to
yeah.
explain, I'm really sorry, I can't make it. I just went, sorry. And like,
After listening to that,
nah.
no
So
thank you,
that
mate.
looked,
Oh,
that was really bad.
I want to know who it is.
Oh,
We'll
bad,
find out.
bad,
That's great.
very bad.
Well, Elaine, thank you for these wonderful stories of woe, these dead flowers
Yeah.
that I feel like you have put to bed and cleared for most
I
part.
think so, yeah. It's nice to get it all out, isn't it?
What have you got coming up? Anything in particular you would like to tell us about, our listeners about?
Yeah, I'm doing lots of directing, so there's lots of great shows you can see at the Fringe.
Thank you very much, Elaine. Listen, thank you all for listening, watching if you choose to do it that way. Thank you to the Stand Comedy Club, to Sean Stables, to Chris Thorburn. Thank you in particular to those of you that choose to become supporters of this podcast by becoming patrons, by signing up to Patreon for just, well, less really than £3 in terms of what I receive. But for less than the price of a coffee, you can also become a patron of this podcast, and then you get bonus content, an early episode every week, and it's a great way to support an independent podcast. So thank you. Consider it. See you next time.